You ever came across a person, right? And it's not just only one person. It's many people, right? Not all at the same time, but there's many. Just you come one day. One day you come across this person and you chopping it up with them, and you're being you feeling yourself. You have confidence. You know how you roll, right? And you don't sugarcoat anything, but respectfully, you give your opinion, right? You're the kind of person that's just real chill. You like to you make sure that you look good. You don't keep up with what other people are keeping up with, right? What I mean is styles, music. You just have your own persona. You got your own style, and people just love your energy. People love your energy. And what happened? You find it, like for example, you could be on the train, just like how I was this weekend, and you by yourself, you vibing, you listen to your music, got your headphones on, and then a group of people just come around you, but no one was around you before, right? You get a lot of stares, and you just feel uncomfortable, but people just gravitate towards your energy. People, I'm here to let you know, right? And I had to write this down. Why it's great to be different than everyone else, right? But before I get into that, let me remind you, and if it's your first time watching me, and just let you know, this is your best friend, your new best friend, Gene. Stay tuned because you will get laced. All right, let me dive into it. Right, I try to make my videos a little more shorter because I just want to get this message to you, delivered to you, so you can just get this understanding, or you can just get laced. Right. Let me dive into it. In my life and my journey, I wasn't as confident and always been confident as I am now. It took me to go through to realize who I am as a person, traveling, meeting people, getting around people that love who I am. And when I mean they love who I am, I realize the God in me. I realize my flaws. I realize that I'm different than everyone. And with me being different, right, I know that I cannot be like everyone else. But once upon a time, it came a time that as you, a positive person just like me, right? Before, of course, we did have insecurity issues, right? I know I had insecurity issues before, where people would tell me I was a good looking guy, young guy, man, and I just didn't believe it. I just didn't believe it because, of course, the environment you grew up in, and they'll tell you that if you act a certain type of way, it's not good to be like. It's good to humble yourself. Of course, when I was a child, I used to get picked on. People call me ugly. Of course, I've always been short all my life, and I had a big head. And I used to always think like, dang, what people think about me, what people think about that. Getting into relationships, and you get into relationships with, for example, like me, with women. In my past, they come from broken homes. They come from broken homes, and they never had really what you call true love, meaning they never had people in their lives to tell them I love you. Like for example, this person I used to deal with, she didn't have a father in her life. Where her coming from a broken home and thinking the way she thinks, she was trying to tell me how to be a man, right? And that messed with me, and she was always trying to compare me to somebody else. Fast forward now, she was to tell me this now. If I had the knowledge that I knew now, then I would get out of that relationship a long time ago. And this happens to a lot of you. But where I'm going with this is this. Fast forward now, me being the person that I am now, and building my confidence, knowing who I am as a person, knowing the things that I love, trying new things, listening to different music made me different. My style is different. The way I move the way I speak is different, right? And all this takes confidence. And for me personally, it didn't take for me to search for people to validate what I'm saying, what I'm doing, to say, okay, it's good. Okay, it's good, Gene. You know, keep doing your thing. All that stuff. A lot of times, I realize that most people are afraid to be themselves. And that's what made me different, because people will search, for example, you being a positive being, they'll come and talk to you, and they would want you to validate what they're doing. And from some cases, some people will come to you trying to copy you, imitate you. They'll do all that to turn around, right? And these could be your haters, but we're not talking about haters though. But we're gonna talk about it a little bit though. But where I'm going with this is this: when you're different than everyone else, for example, like me, people from all shapes, sizes, countries, language, people want to be around you. Energy doesn't lie. Energy does not lie. When they find that you see you're happy, you're comfortable with your own skin, you can be yourself, people want to be around that. And it's sad because most people don't have an identity. They don't know where they're going in life. They're following what's the best trends, the fashion. And you find it a lot of times to these same people, right? Let's use this as an example. You ever come across a person that dress a certain way, but wow, why they have that on? And it's not for you to judge, right? Because not everybody's perfect. I'm not perfect, but it's like you can tell they're just keeping up with the latest trends. And these same people, you'll talk to them, they just got these sneakers because everyone getting them. That's what's in style. But you, right? You person like me and you that could relate to me, you're comfortable with getting some. Let's use an example. Okay, let me use my example, right? I have some Coach sneakers. Coach. Now, I'm not saying that everybody doesn't wear Coach, but where I am and where I go, I haven't seen people are comfortable wearing Coach, right? Sneakers. I'll wear it because I like it. I can see myself wearing it. I visualize in seeing me wearing it. And when I start wearing it, a lot of people would find it, wow, very nice sneakers, right? That's what makes me different, because I'm sure you can relate to. That's what makes me different, because you, as a person, you know what you like. I know what I like. I know what I want to wear, right? And this is you that made that choice to be different than everyone else, and that's just, it's really cool, right? That's one example. The other day, this weekend, I'm actually relocating. I'm in Connecticut. I'm relocating to go to New York. And I made the decision. I said, let me go and go to New York. I just wanted to get away. I mean, there's a lot going on, especially like in the environment I am. Thank God that I'm relocating, God willing. And I went to New York, and some things that I can do over here, I just went over to New York and do it. First thing I do, went to go get a shape up, right? And went to go went and get a shape up. And as I'm finishing up, I'm noticing that, I went on a train to go into Manhattan, right? To go into the city. And it was a beautiful experience to come across a group of women, right? I don't know if they'll watch this video, but it was beautiful. It was 145th Street. They got on, and they all had bridal dresses on. And they were just so happy. But for me, at that very moment, in my head, just like anyone else, you're thinking like, damn, why do they have bridal dresses on, right? Now, I'm not a person that will sit there and judge, but it was very interesting to find out why, and it was cool, but at the same time, they were just so happy. They were just joking around, and I'm like, maybe they came from dancing, and they look like a group of young women, right? And shout out to my black women though. They're beautiful. My black women are very beautiful. Or every woman is beautiful, but you know when you come from an environment that I come up in, right? And you're a person of color, and you see that our, for example, like me as a person, like I'm going somewhere, you see our women are just happy. Our beautiful black women are just happy. And shout out to all women, you know, but I'm just shouting out specific that black women, they're just so beautiful. And you just see them happy, seem very, the way they speak, nice vocabulary, educated. And they looked at me. I'm by myself. I have my headphones in. And I'm just chopping. I'm just chilling. I'm just feeling the vibe. I'm feeling myself. Got my edge up. Being different, right? Just chilling. I mean, of course, I'm on the train. This is New York. I'm getting smiles, right? People just feeling my energy. I believe. And these same girls, you know, one girl pointing at me, talk to him. Talk to pointing at me. I'm like, why are you pointing at me? But at the same time, I'm curious to know, like, whoa, they have bridal dresses on, you know. So the girl came up to me, you know, she just ran over. I'm like, dang. But what I loved about her, what made her so cool, she was so happy, and she had a bridal dress on. She was sweaty a little bit, but at the same time, she was just comfortable coming up to me and talk to me. And I'm just, my eyes, me, I'm a kind of person that, like, you know, I'm the one, especially in the environment that I'm in, I'm comfortable coming up to people, talking to them, and that's what makes me different, right? Because everyone that, in the environment that I am, especially in Connecticut, a lot of people move the same way how everybody moves. But being in New York, this was a special day. And she said, excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you. I'm like, I put my headphone, I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, yes. And she was like, this is my bachelorette party. My friend's over here. And then the friend's just like, you know, and then I'm like, okay, cool. You know, like, yeah, you know, I'm still like, you know, whoa, you know, you kind of coming up to me kind of like, she's like, this is my bachelorette party. And we're doing a challenge that, you know, and we just take a picture. This is my bachelor. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, I'm like, okay, now I know why they have it. And that right then and there, you know, and then they wanted me to do a Spider-Man pose, like, you know, she said, you don't have to take off, just do this. So I'm like, okay, cool. You know, I did it, and what happened was I felt this, it was this energy of joy that, wow, this is where I belong. Because when you're around people that are just different, you can learn off of them, right? You know that you're different, but do you know why you are different? Right? Do you know why you are different? And it was so dope because her being a black woman, just not specifically because she was a black woman, right? Because like I mentioned, I don't want to make this about race, but coming from the environment that I came up in, being different is when you're different, most people just find you weird. But it was really cool to see her that confident and be very different than most women I meet. And then at the time, and then around that, a lot of people were just happy. It was just an energy that I felt that was just so different that I was like, wow, you know, it was just a joy. 5 minutes later, somebody came in, and it was a guy. You know, shouts out to him. I don't even remember his name, and he just came and sat right next to me. Out of all the places he could say, he came and sat right next to me. But it was just kind of, I'm just feeling the energy. I'm taking this vibe. I'm just feeling it. You know, I'm enjoying myself. I'm relaxing. Cool. He came in and sat right next to me on the train. It was on the D train. You know how it is, like the seats right here, you know. And then she had another challenge, right? And they said something about throwing stuff like, you know, juggling. Pause, you know, juggling, you know. And he said, I will. And then he said something, everybody started laughing, you know what I mean? He's all, you know, and then I started laughing too because it was just, dang. That was so cool because he just was so confident to be like, and he was just having a conversation with them. So she came in, Yeah, she explained the situation just like me. I'm sitting right there. Took a picture of him. And then he was doing it. He did the video. Everybody was just clapping. Everybody on it. It was a beautiful feeling. And that's what I was telling you people. And he was just joking. He took a picture with them. And this is where, when you're different, right? People will love your energy. It's cool. It shows strength. It shows confidence. It shows a lot of things. And then people love when you're different. You can learn. And for me, I learned this weekend that, wow, it's really cool to be different. Now, I'm not telling you to be different where you're gonna go around and trash the place and everything. Everybody, if it's a group of people, and then you're gonna start a fight with somebody because you want to be different. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when you're different, you can actually make a. When you're different, you can actually come up with positivity, come up with good vibes. You dress different, you smell good, many things. Being you, period. Being you is cool. You can't be like everyone else. All right. These are just a few examples that I gave about why being different is cool. Comment below. Comment below and tell us why it's cool to be different. Because you have to remember, most people don't have an identity. They are afraid. Let me dive into that. I was just about to just go. Most people are afraid to be themselves. Because, especially like as I was saying before, in the environment that I grew up in, you're weird when you're different. You're weird. And I'm sure this is not the only environment where I am, is other places. And this is why you have to find your crowd. And this is what I'm learning too. This is where you have to find your crowd. If you're in an environment where you know that you're different, you just don't fit in, you have to leave where you are to get around people that are just like you. Now, I'm not saying they're going to be just like you, but you have similarities, right? Similarities in likes, career, right? You have similarities, right? You're into things that they're into, but everybody has their own lane. They have their own personalities. And it gets very dangerous because when you get around people that just find you different, they'll try to be just like you. And when they believe and think that they're just like you, and they think this is what happened, they'll begin to try to compete with you because they believe that they can be you better than you. You ever thought about that, huh? And this is where it's dangerous. Be careful. Stay away from people. And in some cases, it's cool to talk to some people that find you different, but most people are not going to be attracted to you because they feel like, okay, you want to be like, you're not like us. You don't dress like us. You don't talk like us. So you can't be around us, which is cool. Shouts out to y'all, right? Just because I act different, I dress different, I speak in a specific, I carry myself in a different way, and then you want to throw shade at me, cool. But I can tell you this, don't get mad at that person if he or she becomes that multimillionaire. She got into a career, he or she got into that career that they wanted. Right? They got that dream home. And you're in an environment, you hanging around people that just wants to just do drugs all day. And you wonder how they got there. Because they're different. They're different. That's what happens when you're different. And this video is not for people. I have to remind you, this is not video for people that just sitting here in their asses all day, not doing anything. This is for people that's just grinding. They know what they self-care. They love themselves. They like taking showers because most people don't like taking showers. I'm sorry, I had to throw that out there because, some people, they look at you weird just from smelling good too. I don't understand how that happened right there. But like I said, This is why it's cool to be different. Why? Because most people are afraid to be themselves. They can't be themselves. They don't have no identity. They don't know where they're going in life. They don't even know what they want in life. They don't even know what they want to eat. Shit, I mean, you tell them to eat fruits and vegetables and everything, and it's good for you. They'll look at you like, dang, what a devil you are. No, you the devil. You eating all these things that's not even good for you. And wondering why that you got a heart attack. You got high blood pressure. Let's be real. Again, comment below. Comment below and tell us why it's good to be different. I just threw some examples. I may, tell you my story. And I enjoy myself. Shouts out to the people that I was on a train with. Shouts out to people in New York. Man, I'm just excited that I'm taking this journey, looking to relocate. I'm finding my crowd. I'm finding my crowd because it's to my soul tribe. I want to be around you. Shouts out to y'all. If y'all see this video in the future and I chop it up with y'all, shouts out to y'all. I love y'all. And I just can't wait to be around you guys so I can just give love. You give love back. We can make money together. Right? Shouts out to y'all, my soul tribe. People I'm supposed to be around with. Right? But again, this is your best friend, your new best friend, Gene. Ladies. Keep up with the latest luxury styles and trends at gorgeous271.com in the description below. Gorgeous271.com. Alright? Fellas, don't worry. I got something for you. I'm working on something that I want to do. You guys gonna get straight laced too. I want to have something where I'm gonna have something dope for you guys. I got many ideas, but I would love for my viewers to comment below. I want to get connected with you guys. I want to get connected with you guys to where you guys could just hit me up. I could just talk to you. I just want to get connected to my viewers, right? Comment below, por favor, all right? This is your best friend, your new best friend, Gene. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.